looking at crypto being America, United States being the crypto capital of the world. I did make a video that I released yesterday on Pin Crypto, this channel right here on YouTube, about 3 coins that you should be putting on your watch list, paying attention to for US crypto adoption. Hedera was one of those coins, right? Algorand was one of those coins, and Stellar Lumens, and each one of these coins are on this Made in USA list. So we got XRP, we got Solana, Dogecoin, USDC, Circle, Cardano, Chainlink, Avalanche, Stellar Lumens, Sui, Hedera, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Uniswap, Near, Aave, Aptos, Ondo, Algorand, Render, and Filecoin. Holding these 20 cryptos here would be one hell of a portfolio, especially if you was popping off in a bear market situation. So that's looking real good. That's definitely looking real good for the United States cryptos. We want to see the US pump. We want our bags to pump. Hopefully Trump make it pump, not dump like he been doing. All right, so I want to put this one on your radar. This is a post from Stellar organization. Block by Block is back. That's their podcast. It's better than ever. Join Danielle Dixon. She's the CEO of the Stellar Foundation. Here's stories about builders, industry experts, and partners who are crafting the future of finance. This new season kicks off tomorrow with Etherfuse Dave. I covered that too the other day. This is interesting. So let's put this one on the radar and let's watch it.
So most of the industry is focused on the dollar rails, but you're really bringing and this is, I think, a really, really important thing, like the local currency bonds on chain.
If you wanted to create a hedge product in TradFi, it is so difficult, like near impossible. But on Stellar with stable bonds, you can do it today. On Blend, you could be a 16-year-old.
Welcome to Block by Block, where we dive into topics at the intersection of crypto, tech, and society. I'm your host, Danelle Dixon, CEO and Executive Director of the Stellar Development Foundation. Join me as I sit down with a different expert each episode for a conversation on how crypto and blockchain are shaping their corner of the world. In this episode, we're talking about something big, the future of local money. While most of the industry is focused on building dollar rails, Etherfuse is taking a different approach. They're focused on bringing local currency sovereign bonds on chain through what they call stable bonds. Dave Taylor, who is the co-founder and CEO of Etherfuse, joins me to talk about how tokenizing bonds can strengthen local economies, expand access to savings and yield, and keep financial rails open and interoperable for everyone.
See, Danielle got the same mic that I'm using right now. So shout out to the roadcasters here. But listen, I thought that was interesting. So what she talked about here is that bonds, right? So investors can essentially invest in like what we got is US treasuries, right? US treasuries. But this is like a Brazilian treasury, a Mexican treasury, right? Investing in you wouldn't want the Argentina treasury, but the peso or something of that sort. Invest in it for 90 days and receive a yield and your money back afterwards. And this is sort of like lending money to the government, but they want to do this on chain with the blockchain. I think that is definitely some innovation right there. And on Stellar Lumens, it should be smooth. It'll be secure. It would be, I think, worth looking at. So I'm going to be following up more on that. Investing in foreign currency on the blockchain is interesting. Now, here's another foundation to put on your radar. This is from the Algorand Foundation, right? They made a post and says, Algorand Foundation CEO Stacy Warden attended the first Federal Reserve Innovation Payments Conference, joining Governor Christopher Waller and industry leaders who are shaping the future of payments. As we move our HQ to the US, it's big, remember, made in the United States cryptos. Algorand is proud to have a seat at the table. And And here's Stacy with Scaramucci taking a picture with Waller. So she was sitting front row when I was watching on the Chainlink's YouTube channel. They were there. Sergey, the CEO of Chainlink, founder, was speaking on interoperability. They're speaking on the future of DeFi and all of that. And Stacy was definitely there watching. You can tell, and we must know that she was networking. It was out in Washington, D.C., where she's from. So she out there pushing for Algorand. They have also hired someone to be a chief legal operating officer, which means they're going to be at different councils. They're out there pushing for Algorand to be in the picture when it comes to crypto regulation, and especially being in the United States. That's a smart move, smart play for the cryptos. This clip here, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. This is something, again, related to Algorand. What we're seeing is massive liquidity initiative launching in the Algorand ecosystem before end of year. This is what we want, a USD war chest being released, so that way if a whale wants to come in and actually start trading and investing, we got Utrade making a, what's it called? Futures, perpetual futures market. If they want to go in there and with liquidity, you can do it if this happens correctly. People have been asking for it for years. Let's see if I can catch the clip.
And I think it has become clear to us over the last few months that, without naming names, but I think many other foundations out there that are doing things that are not necessarily safe and can put those foundations in potential danger in the future. And that's something that we want to avoid at all costs, right? It's very easy to ask the foundation to do X, Y, or Z. But if we do Z and that's a misstep, it's a step in the wrong direction, and down the line, years down the line, we suffer, nobody's going to give us kudos for trying. Everybody's going to blame us for doing the wrong thing and putting the whole thing in prejudice, right? So we have to be extremely careful. So all of this to say that we explored a bunch of avenues internally. We had to scrap most of those ideas because those were not able, like we wouldn't be able to execute them. But I think now we're very close to landing on a potential solution that's going to drive a lot of volume in our ecosystem. At the same time, that's going to be increasing TVL, and especially in the major assets for stablecoins, USDC, the Algo token itself, some of the most prominent wrapped assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some Algorand specific ecosystem tokens. And I think, by saying all of this, I think it's pretty obvious where I'm going, but I'm not going to say the word. I'm going to let people figure out, what I'm talking about. But I think we're very, hopefully we're close to bringing this solution to our chain that's just going to make everything a lot better, smoother, with deeper liquidity for people to be able to do, much larger swaps on chain with minimal slippage. So I think that's
it. So he pretty much said it. Liquidity infusion in the Algorand blockchain, something that has really been asked for, that really needs to happen. And I think that's what we just heard right there.